What's going on YouTube? In this video, I got one of the best run schemes in the game, especially for the New England Patriots playbook. It doesn't have the greatest runs in it, but I came across this and it works really well. What brought me to the run scheme is actually one play. It's going to be the buck sweep, and this is out of the gun A slot offset formation. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make sure you have some audibles. It's going to be the 0-1 trap, and then another one that you're going to want to have is the inside zone. You want to make sure you have these two plays. You don't really need the inside zone. It's preference. It's good to have for certain situations, but for sure you need that 0-1 trap. And then the other ones, I like to keep the levels and I like to keep the PA post shot. But you know, whatever pass plays you prefer, go ahead and put those in those areas. But for sure you're gonna want to have that 0-1 trap. So just make sure you have that. We're gonna come out in the buck sweep and we're gonna go against some random defenses. So let's go ahead and jump into the practice field and we can show you how to run this play. All right, so I picked the Steelers because they have one of the best run stop defenses. They got a really good D-line. I'm just going to go against some random defenses, and when I come across certain things, I'm going to give you more explanation of why I did this or did that. But I'm just going to, for the most part, run this buck sweep. It's one of the best run plays in the game. You have to be patient, but let's run it a few times and see what kind of results we get. It is one of those plays where you do got to be patient, and I'm going to show you in the replay what just happened right there and why this play is so good. All right, pay attention to that linebacker right here in the cornerback. Watch what they do, and this happens a lot. It might be different people throughout the plays, you know, every play is going to be a little bit different, but this happens a lot. Pay attention to them. Watch what they do. They shoot out to the left like it's going to be an outside play. And this is going to happen a lot. So you got to be patient. I'm not holding turbo. This whole time I'm not holding turbo. But once my lineman makes that block right there, 76, that's when I hit the turbo and I cut it upfield. And even then you don't need to hit it. You can be a little bit more patient. Let 75 get his block, which I do. And then I'm just up the field. Now, this is why this play works so well, the buck sweep, because it has this effect on a lot of players. Like I said, it might be different players depending on the play, but where they're going to do that, they're going to overshoot the play. They're going to run all the way to the outside. Sometimes it's the safety over the top, and all you got to do is cut it upfield and you'll have a lot of open field. Now, this isn't going to happen every single time, but it does happen on majority of plays. There will be times you get like 3 yards, 5 yards. It's very rare you will get stopped behind the line unless they completely just run commit, blitz to the exact way you're going, and they're able to, you know, just read everything they think that they need to. Let's go ahead and run it a couple times. Like I said, it's a random defense we're going against. I don't know if they're blitzing, don't know what they're doing, but I just want to show you this works against so many different plays. Right there, the safety over the top actually was the one that committed to the outside. You just pay attention. You're gonna see players that just go straight to the left side of the field, like they're just waiting for that stretch. Right there, the cornerback's doing it and the safety kind of did it. I'm not really paying attention to what's going on, you know, around the line. I'm trying to focus on, you know, those guys that are just shooting out to the left. Because if you want to pay attention and cut it upfield, you'll get a lot more yards than just going out to the left. Right here, obviously, this is just some kind of prevent defense they went in. Won't be a good defense to stop this run. But it's just crazy how well this play works. I've had people completely just put everybody on that side of the field and still can't stop it, and I'll run to that direction. Don't get me wrong, this is Madden. There will be times that the play does get shut down. Right there, you can see I was a little patient. Didn't work in my favor, but I let my lineman get that block. You don't always have to smash that turbo. The turbo will mess you up in a lot of situations. So be patient. Let your guys pull. Let them get that block off. So you can see right there that linebacker, or it's actually the safety, 39 actually just completely went to the left side of the field, and that's when you just cut it upfield. It's gonna happen a lot. And then look right there, everybody's just going left. Everybody's going left. I'm not doing nothing crazy with the defense. It's a random defense. I don't know what they're in, and it happens majority of the time. Somebody's gonna fly over there to the left. You can see the linebacker did it, and all you got to do is cut it upfield, get you a few yards. But there's so many times I've broken and got touchdowns. Now I'm gonna look for a situation where I'm gonna audible to the 0-1 trap. Like right here is a perfect example. You can use the 0-1 trap right here. You don't have to worry about the superstar right there with inside stuff. It's not gonna activate, and that's because of the 0-1 trap. And then just find the hole. I did a terrible job finding the hole right there. I could have cut it to the left a little bit, but this is another time you're gonna want to use the 0-1 trap. They're kind of overloaded on that left side of the field. Now the 0-1 trap, you don't necessarily have to run it up the middle. Now, because you're going to have that tight end freely blocking that middle linebacker. And then if Diggs does a good job of, I know that's TJ Watt out there, but if he puts a decent body on him, you can cut it out to the right side of the field. Like right here, he got a decent block on him and get some easy yards right there. Sometimes you're going to get 3 yards. Sometimes you're going to get 2. But there's times where you're going to break and you're going to get a lot of yards. This is another example of doing the 0-1 trap. If they have one defensive tackle directly in the middle of the center and then there's nobody next to him, like in front of the left guard or the right guard, that's when you want to do the 0-1 trap. You're going to get really good blocking, and you can see right there. And a lot of times the center will get messed up. Not the center, the defensive tackle in front of the center will get messed up, and you'll get a free lane up the middle. Right here, you can also run the 0-1 trap. I wouldn't run it up the middle because those linebackers are going to shoot. So what you're going to do is get the ball, be patient, and kick it out to the right. You can run it up the middle, but see, my receiver just missed his block right there. But if he would have got that block, I would have been out in the open right there on the right side of the field. So this run scheme, man, I've been rushing for over 200 yards every game that I've actually tried to use this run scheme. Now, mind you, I'm not going to run this all day every day. I did it one game just to see, is it possible to consistently run this play and, you know, get yards and not be stopped. And it happened at least 5 times out of 6 times where I was able to run this play completely just non-stop. One of the guys caught on to it and he just kept blitzing, you know, kept run committing. So it's a good play to add, you know, because on top of that, there's a lot of passing plays you can run. Another example right there, everybody just shot out to the left. But there's a lot of passing plays you can run out of this that are really good. Like, for example, that's why I said have that audible. The PA pull shot, one of the best plays in the game. And on top of that, having levels in there, also another really good play in the game. So mixing that in with this run, especially at the end of the game, I was giving people hell trying to stop this run. There's so much footage right there. Again, everybody just ran out to the left. I cut it upfield. I get the yards I need. It's a positive gain. And once you learn what formations to audible to the 0-1 trap, it becomes that much better because you know you're still going to get that positive yards. Right here, I'm running this play all day. I'm going to ID this middle linebacker up here or outside linebacker, probably even a safety. And then we're just going to run this play. Be patient. He overshot it. That was still a bad run by me, but you can see how they just overshoot. Now they have way more people on the left side than they do on the right. We can still run this play and it can still be a positive gain. Will it be? We don't know, but you can see how it just develops. That's just how good the play is, because they overload to the left side or whichever direction you're going. If you had this flip to the right, and it doesn't matter what hash you're on, you could be on whatever hash you want to be on, it's still gonna work. It's just that good of a play. It's one of those plays, it's gonna work. And you can see though, I ran this a handful of times and I've gotten positive yards basically every single time I've ran it. I've ran it against multiple defenses. Yes, the user's going to play a factor in, you know, stopping the play, but he can also mess the play up. A lot of times a user was trying to stop me in the middle and he was taking somebody that was actually going to go out to the left, and I just kicked it out to the left towards the outside, and I was able to get good yards. You can see right there, both of them. I just want to show you the replay on this one. I could have had a better run on that, but I was focused on those guys on top. This is like a perfect example right here. Just pay attention. Look at the linebacker and look at the safety. They completely just go. I have all the room in the world to cut it up the middle right there. And even if I would have ran out just a little bit more and then cut it up right to the left side of 81 and to the right side of 76 right there, that's a touchdown. That was a bad run by me, but this is what I'm talking about. This happens so much to where they overcommit, and then you can just cut it upfield and get a lot of yards.